Welcome back to your video. As we get started, thank all of you guys for tuning in. This reading today is for Pisces, all right? And we have been delivering picker cards and Pisces only reading. So tell a friend of a friend that that's how it goes down at the Blue Flame. And some people wonder, like, what is the Blau Flame, Blue Flame? It is a last name, okay? So in German, it is Blau, but in English, it is blue. So feel free to just say the Blue Flame. But you can also say the Blau Flame is acceptable. So we're going to start out with an energy read, an oracle card. And I have shuffled out you guys' energy, which is why we're doing this reading in the first place, because I was excited about it. Not that if I wasn't excited, I wouldn't have done the reading. I probably just wouldn't record it today. But it was so dope, I didn't want to lose the inspiration. And here we are. So let's start out with, in the past, Pisces, you have discernment. And I think this was a lot of people that you have dealt with. It's a lot of people watching Pisces. It's a lot of people thinking about Pisces. It's a lot of people figuring out that they effed up. They chose wrong. Or just making some contemplations about past events. I don't feel like it's you, Pisces, but it could be depending on where Pisces is in your chart. That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay. So a lot of people have been watching you online, whether you know it or not. Most of them are exes or people that you have blocked. These situations that I'm picking up, and even in like recent past readings that I have done, this isn't like someone that's even on your mind or that you expect. These are incidences, situation, and people that could have, and it could be Pluto, Venus, and Mars doing a Shindaku. It's a lot going on right now, but these, I feel, are people that are from a while back. These are people that give the serious. Pisces is the one that got away energy, or you could even think that about them. You have the number 15. So fear not ye, okay? It's not always associated with the devil card, but in this case, I will say that Capricorn and the devil card does come up in your tarot, and you're going to have to stick around to see that. But I also know that 15 or 1 and 5 is connected to 6, the lovers, as well as the magician. So this could be about discernment, choices, manifestations, and you just stepping into your power. But we won't be exaggerating or whatever. Curiosity could be just what it is. It talks about an inquisitive nature, which is kind of like the Page of Swords. And I feel that this is some communication or an inbox, right? When I think about a message with the number 21 giving me world card vibes, this could be some communication online or watching, doing research online. Now, if you say, well, I'm thinking about taking an online course or starting an online course for my business, absolutely acceptable. You could be doing some research and having curiosities, or your tribe or something that you're doing may not be very traditional, or you're just a very unique, like kind of creative person. Now, in this deck, this resembles the divine masculine energy, I won't lie. So when we have freedom and curiosity, I feel that it's you, Pisces, or someone in the environment that's being released from bondage, okay? Whatever had a grip on you or had a grip on them ain't gripping. And it could be a cycle, okay? So this could be within the transits. These are bonus cards because I think Spirit just wanted me to see these two here. But you also have, what does it say? Authenticity, one of my favorite words. And I love that you have the gold, the white, and the pink. It is my personal opinion that God kind of like smiles, and see my dog is agreeing. Authenticity is like, I don't want to say more important. Okay, Olivia, thank you. She's a paid actress. I don't want to say it's more important than, you know, your rules and laws religiously, right? But I have a relationship with Spirit, Source, God, like the Great, and authenticity is like the only way you're going to get to self-mastery, or even have that conversation and sit down and meet God. Now I know, you know, Jesus is the way for some, or opening your third eye, or whatever your path is. If you're not true to you, that journey ain't gonna start. So I love this authenticity card. Someone may want to be truthful, or Pisces, you might be standing in your truth, but there could be some communication and you're being advised, or the situation just permits authenticity. We have look at this. I didn't even know it. I shuffled these cards out live. Okay. And this ain't no magic show. Look. Okay, so you have awareness coming out behind authenticity, and look at the synchronicities. You have two 21s. Two people have wrapped up some things. You and a person and a person. You and you. I don't know. It could be two different cycles, two different chances. You're gonna be lucky from a lot of different angles. Okay, however you want to look at it, because 21 is also jackpot. 777. Okay. All that. So you have the number 11 with awareness. I super like that coming out with authenticity. It supports our capacity to focus our attention on all aspects. And see, that's what a lot of people are doing, or that's what you are doing, beloved. So I'm going to sit these here. They going to be right here. Okay, we're going to do it just like that. Now, we also have, I knew it. So I don't want to say outside of or despite, but in addition to communication, spying, curiosities, apologies, whatever the case may be, you also have alchemy and magic. And I knew that when I said 777, and then I thought about doing research or some sort of levels of completion, 2 levels of completion, degrees. Some of you guys just are being accepted, or maybe even have access to higher knowledge and non-traditional practices, belief systems, bloodlines, whatever the case may be. But we may have some alchemists in the building. We have the number 8 here. Alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic. And look, so somebody may be remembering a time. Okay. That's kind of cool. It also talks about the magic that's being held inside. And I'm going to tell you why that little part of this sentence is important. But it says each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true, authenticity, the true alchemist. Now, okay, I've been on some real cookie cutter stuff. I've been like real cool, laid back, professional, kind of like chilling for real, right? But any of you guys that have been with us since Pisces TV know that I put my nails in there sometimes, especially when spirit backs me up, or not to show my Aquarius moon when I know I'm right. I think it's beautiful that we are talking about spirituality, possibly even religion, and that I even mentioned God. But when I see here knowledge that allows us the true alchemist, and then I saw authenticity come out in this pink, baby, when I found out that the first, it's arguable, but from my research, according to my research, one of the first alchemists that was like the creme de la creme, top dog alchemist, a female named Mary. And her name was Mary the Jewess. You can look it up. So that's where my online handle actually came from. If you look at my personal blog page, the at is now Astronaut Hoochie, but it used to be the bluest Jewess. Okay, that's what I am on Instagram. Because I thought that was super dope. It was about, femininity, and it was just a hidden truth from, most of the occult groups or secret societies or the elite. It's always dudes. You know what I'm saying? Just like, well, females can be Masons, you can be Eastern Stars, which is not true. That's only true in America, but I won't even dig that up. So my point is, I'm Aquarius Moon, Pisces Sun, and I inquire, with my curiosity. Now, when I saw this old ancient Jewess or whatnot, I did think about Solomon. I did think about so many other alchemists, and there's no comparison, so there's no competition. I was just happy to have read about her. But I was curious about the fact that most of the influential females in history, name was Mary in the first place, just like Mary Magdalene or Mary as in Jesus' father. And immaculate births are still happening to this day. I think one happened with the snake in Florida, because, crazy shit happened in Florida. But if I were to just like take one for the team, because I know I'm going to get some side eyes, an immaculate birth from an alchemist that has the capacity to impregnate self is a way that I would explain to the general population that, oh, God did it. Oh, it was a mystical being that is greater than us all is how that happened. I mean, if you couldn't really explain immaculate births back then or didn't want to, I'm not being blasphemous. It's a sheer curiosity and is valid enough to put in the suggestion box that immaculate birth could have come from alchemy. And thus, that's why, him and his mom were Jews. And I personally say that Jesus was too an alchemist. because he is an ascended master. And alchemists generally follow the principles of ascended masters and archangels. So just to throw that out there, okay, since all of you guys may not care about Cujo and Janisha, that may be trying to catch up with y'all because they messed up. Some of you guys are moving into success, fame, fortune, and a lot of money. And if you say, oh, you just saying that. Oh, okay. You know, I don't coddle over here. And that's why I wanted to do this reading today, because I was cleaning my cards, shuffled them out and said, what are we going to talk about? I didn't even see that. Y'all see that? I just picked them up. I did see the star at the bottom of the deck. Let me see what this is. I do see the 3 of Swords, and I also saw the 8 of Cups, but we're going to talk about that. Don't even trip. At the bottom of the deck, you have the star card. And my first impression of that was a wish fulfillment. I thought, depending on some other cards that came out in the deck, fame and fortune, I thought about Aquarius, and I thought about just you being the bright light in darkness. As we talk about the star, there goes my star candle. We talking about Mary and immaculate babies. It could even be about children. But when I shuffled the cards, these 2 came out, and I didn't shuffle another beat because I wanted to tell this story. I wanted to see what was going on. We have Capricorn, where it may fall in your chart, okay? And we also had the King of Coins. Now, I will say that these 2 cards together generally could talk about one's obsessions or something that they do that may be overdone. And if the King of Coins is in shadow, it could go from materialism to overeating and gaining weight. Okay. That ain't the case this time, though. The Devil card and the King of Coins, because Spirit knows me, is strongly connected to the rich man. Okay, so if this were the Kipper deck, this would be the wealthy male card. And I also tie these cards to the what is it, the Devil's Claw, Devil's Shoelaces, okay, which is used in money drawing and money luck when it comes to hoodoo and some other spiritual concoctions or whatnot. So I said, okay, I have been going with the flow of the transit and what Spirit has to say. So I haven't been breaking your readings up into love or finances or general. I've just been going with week by week, asking for the timeless or the present when it comes to the month of October. Okay, so I didn't put a date on this. I won't lie. Now, I have done October 1st through, I want to say, the 21st. That's crazy. I think I have covered October 1st to the 21st on the channel. So you got 221s up here. Hey, however this works out. But the Devil card with the King of Coins came out. Now let's talk about the entire story. The next card to come out is the 8 of Wands, and that's when I got excited because, yes, I did look, okay? This talks about travel, communication, swiftness, or things taking off really fast, and some quick money luck, or just a lot that you ain't used to with the star card at the bottom is great news, beloved, okay? So things really picking up or like flashing before your eyes. Now, this is significant to those that are having these awakenings, okay, and have been smiling on you and watching and feel like they made the wrong decision in the past because they was on some fuck shit. And you're going to see why I don't want to speed ahead, but for some of you, there could be a person that just does not have the distractions they had, which was the fans, okay, the admirers, okay, the money. Ooh, now that I think about it, the star card at the bottom of the deck could talk about an admirer, okay? And since we're talking about curiosities and mysticism, that's kind of like the 7 of Swords. So if the 7 of Swords were to come out, since that star card is at the bottom, it would talk about a secret admirer. So that's why I said some of y'all don't even know these people. So in the past, I know that there was stillness, wasn't nothing moving, okay? There could have been a lot going on, you making some recalibrations, or they were. This is Archangel Raphael energy for me, and it just talks about being guided to calmer waters. Whatever was going on, you couldn't defeat it by yourself, even if you thought you did. It was something or someone that, not humanly, okay, which could be the star at the bottom of the deck, okay, could be the spirit of the earth, could be an ancestor that has, okay, I won't say an ancestor, but an ascended master of some sort that may have mastered this journey before, that is equipped to help you with it. It was just something outside of yourself, and I don't take it as another person that has gone through it, that, walked you through it. It was just something divine that may have connected with you. However, you've gone some distance, right? You've had guidance or will be receiving guidance to calmer waters. In the calmer waters, we get all kind of mystical, magical things happen for us and to us, because they say it isn't until we can still the mind and calm the mind that the high priestess is even going to pull up to give us those intuitive nudges or whatnot. So I feel that in the past, some of us moved away, or someone moved away, okay? Or the situation itself, you know, it was just some skedaddle, right? Maybe something was over as soon as it started. And I do know that a while back, because Virgo's been coming back up for you Pisces, just like that Libra did. So some of you that have soulmates and twin flames that we talked about for months and months, one of those type of deals, or this person that's coming up on your mind, or you know who I'm talking about, this could have been a couple of years ago, it could have been around the pandemic, could have been a high school sweetheart, I don't know, whenever y'all met these people. And for some of you, it may be someone that you're going to meet, because we're all on different phases of this particular cycle. But it could have appeared that it was karmic when at first it appeared that you guys were soulmates, and it was just a whirlwind or some rigmarole right off bat, okay, for some of you guys. Now, crowning is the Three of Pentacles, which talks about some sort of collaboration. All right, someone wants to work with you, or maybe they want to work things out. In addition to that, I don't like the toxic masculinity that comes from the man having the bigger piece of the pie, okay, which takes us back to the social politics of me saying the Immaculate Birth was all on this female alchemist, and they switched it up to, oh, this manly God gave it to her, and God chose it as his son, and everything is man, man, man. Now, I'm not against that side of the story, but it's no coincidence that the women were just lucky in there, and everybody's man is miraculous. So, okay. Besides that, there may be some sort of collaboration, or in the past there could have been even a pouring out of a cup. When you guys were together, in that friendship, in that situation, I feel that it could have been the masculine or the male in this situation that could have, you know, refused an offer, turned away. Something wasn't good enough, or maybe they wanted more. Okay, maybe they had a little change back then, but when the King of Swords came up, I said, oh, someone is planning and someone is focused. I like that, because some of you, it's like this plan, this determination, this winning the battle and the war type deal could have come from defeating some limited thinking, some dark energy in your psyche, which is why I said a lot of you guys were protected. And here's that protection that I'm talking about, where now you have clarity, where now you're setting healthy boundaries. And I think it's a beautiful thing. It could also represent Aquarius for some of you guys. Aquarius is also at the bottom of the deck, okay? And Gemini at times. But it talks about being practical in planning, and possibly to not like obsess over things, for some of us. The Tower came, okay, and I feel like this being, this helper, this guide, this ancestor helped. For some of you in the past, there was an unstable, and there was some instability, whether it was mentally, spiritually, psychologically, financially, actually in your home life, or whatever the case may be. I feel like some of you guys, it was a time that all of this was going on when you met this person, or for some of you, this person may have received some sort of download, some sort of unexpected thing, whatever lie that had this person trapped, or you has been kind of like shattered. So that's why it's like this release. Now, you could have had something shattered. You could have had something that you held dear and true to you, kind of like unfold before your eyes, and instead of being stubborn or refuting it like this energy could do, I feel that it was more so accepted, okay, as a lesson and a level of mastery, and you just put your best foot forward. Now, in the environment, we have Pisces, so I take this back to something that the other person could have going on, when Pisces is the one that may have walked away after being guided by something bigger to do this self-mastery, because you had other shit to focus on in the first place, okay, for some. And then we have in the hopes and fears with the moon, the mystery, all right. This talks about not really knowing which way to go, but everything happening really fast at once. Now, this could happen with unexpected money, luck, fame, and fortune. This could also happen when someone has these emotions and they're not used to really handling emotions, okay? This definitely represents an ex, and this talks about like a partner of some sort, okay? marriage potential or whatever. Okay. It does talk about leadership and authority. Now, you have the Two of Cups with the Three of Pentacles, so someone may want to collaborate and find harmony within a relationship. You also may be collaborating with Spirit to find harmony, not only in your love life, but just in life in general. And I thought that was super dope. Now, I haven't seen what was here. Okay, well, yeah. I was going to say, I haven't seen what was here past the Two of Cups. And there goes my 7. So two things can be true. The Six of Wands with the Star card and the Devil's shoelaces. Okay, and this money luck does talk about fame, fortune, and something that is instant. So you are definitely going to need a clear mind, a plan to set healthy boundaries and to execute. If you shut the door on them, leave the door shut, because they wasn't with you in the gym is what I get from that. But this does talk about some level of awareness and some sort of communication. This Page of Coins is the potential or somebody that just takes their poor sweet time. It also talks about maybe receiving something in the mail for some of you guys, or a package of some sort, and possibly being unhappy with it. So keep that in mind. If you've recently ordered something or you plan to, and I know it ain't none of my folks, but sometimes the Page of Coins could represent snail mail, and the Eight of Wands could talk about like shipping, and that ship has sailed. So for some of you guys, somebody realizing the true potential of a situation or within the relationship, is like, I rode with Spirit and accepted this initiation into higher realms to get peace and harmony over my life in general, and understanding alchemy or manifesting or magic. I'm not just going to sit around and like play with my love life, my relationship, or the same people when I have a higher calling, because the Page of Coins on this channel is also like my divine child. And I know the Eight of Cups represents like the second deacon of Pisces. It doesn't have to be for all of you, but it is a level that is experienced through the King of Cups. Now you have the Eight of Wands, that is something that could be experienced through the Queen of Wands. So the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands both have a connection when it comes to business, and some of you guys may be receiving some sort of benefit, some sort of finances, or something taken off, maybe some fame and fortune coming from a business. And I want to say e-commerce, because anytime you have to ship something off, there's not a local store for people to go to and pick it up. So some of you guys, this could be online. You could meet a person online. You could start a business online, like your shit. And I don't coddle. I don't just want to like make you happy, even though I would love to. So I just wanted to let you guys know how like authentic and serious I am right now, where you could have advancements in finances, business, or like your talent, because the Star is also very talented. This is a stage. This is appreciation. This is like getting your flowers, okay? And it could be two individuals, two very stubborn masculine energies that may be giving you your flower, because whatever was having them hating on you, whatever had them, paying attention elsewhere, I feel like they're being released from that. Okay, so I'm being nosy. The King of Wands is here. So somebody was trying to be a good husband, child. I ain't gonna even hold you. And maybe you guys didn't work out. They were sad. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody could have, if you were dealing with a person that was already in a relationship, they were trying to respect their relationship, but they weren't happy within their relationship, and feels like it was a bad idea to stay. Or it was a bad idea to lose you. This person could even also want a new beginning. And it's like their relationship probably kicked their ass and made them broke. I ain't gonna even lie. Because I keep saying relationship and these cards keep saying marriage. So I'm going to say marriage. Okay, because the card said marriage. So I'm going to say marriage. I ain't going to say relationship. So there. Now, when it comes to business and finance, I want to use my gold foils here. Okay. Oh, okay. I couldn't even get where I wanted to get. But here's the King of Pentacles at the bottom. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. I saw the Queen of Cups and the Fool again. So it could be something new with the Eight of Cups right there. And Spirit says stop. Some of you guys have been protected, even though you feel that there were missed opportunities and you want that Three of Cups energy back when money was good and you were celebrating. But there's been a lot of different things that could have caused some sort of confusion. Like, I don't know which way to go about it. Or maybe I'm doing too much, because people sometimes think of the Seven of Cups as like confusion and not having clarity. But I see the Seven of Cups sometimes it's like a small business person or a new business person or an entrepreneur that just got too much going on. Like it's like a small business trying to be like a super center, and you doing nails over here but doing oil changes on the other side, and that could need to be narrowed down, okay, because the Lovers talks about choices. Others of you, I feel that this person led to your sadness. They're the agent of chaos and confusion, and your freedom and being released from that came from finally making a choice or a decision within this situation or relationship. Could also be this other person. I'm still looking at the Hierophant, so for some of you that is Taurus, okay. It also talks about your belief systems, possibly talks about self-love. This person wanted things their way and no other way, and that way was probably not fair or wasn't in alignment with who you are and what you're doing. But look at this. Some of you guys are now the twilight in somebody's eye child, and they could even see you as potential for wife material. Others of you, this is about detail, decoration, and abundance, okay, and a wish being fulfilled for making the right decision or keeping your focus on spirit through all of the turmoil, okay? So spirit is like, thank you for doing what you were supposed to do in the first place, okay? Not that looking, because I'm wondering why these cards is all flim-flam like this. Not that it's anything wrong with looking into the physical, okay? You may have inherited a lot. What is this 8? You got 3 8s. Somebody's holding on to being toxic. We did talk about that because they know that you spiritually complete them, even if like you guys didn't have the best friendship or like physical relationship. When I say physical, I mean 3D. You still spiritually complete them. And when people become spiritually barren, like with that 5 of coins, they do sometimes think back to a person that may have fulfilled them in ways that they're not currently being fulfilled. And who better to do it than Pisces to be like the spiritual replenisher for a human being, right? So let's get a clarify on the Devil and the King of Pentacles, okay? I got 2 cards here, I think. See what I'm talking about? I know what I'll be talking about This is abundance. This is also the 9 of Cups, so this is your wish fulfillment, and you're going to be really happy about it. You have been waiting on this, okay? So instead of you like wait and figure it out, you know now. And I love how his hair looks like fire. So that's like the Keither. That's just like blazing. That's just like if I was using the Wild Unknown deck, this would be the King of Pentacles has the antlers lit and on fire. So when I say the Devil and the King of Pentacles, I have the 9 of Cups, and I also have the Hangman upright. That is the number 9 and the number 12, which I like because 9, 3, 6, 12, those are universal laws and numbers that, and she's also a 3. So you got 3, 9, and 12. So I'm liking that. Let me see what would have came up behind it. Oh yeah, you, the one in the environment. Okay, I kind of like that. So the King of Wands did come out for some of you. Leo could be involved. We also have here the 10 of Pentacles. I like that. I haven't even asked about the 8 of Wands, but I was going to put that there. I feel like somebody could be swiftly getting connected within a relationship. I did say this is about money, so let me take that out. But moving in together after having some realization, we walked away before, but now we have discovered or found our true happiness within something. So it's kind of like going to spin a block with it. But for business and finance, the 10 of Pentacles does talk about generational wealth. With the 8 of Wands, it could involve some sort of travel. So those of you that thought you were going to be just like local, okay, or small time, whatever you're doing could transpire into something that could be legendary or a legacy of some sort, especially if you receive some sort of inheritance from someone physically on this planet or from the spiritual world, okay? But the 8 of Wands is the 8 of Wands. It's like, okay, you got that. The 2 of Pentacles does talk about the change and building some sort of momentum. See, I'm trying to look on a slick, right? Look how beautiful that was. It was like, oh. We do have the Sun card here, so it does talk about marriage. It could also talk about realizing one's true feelings, but I keep trying to focus on business and finance, and then I keep talking about feelings and stuff, so I'm trying to get off feelings. But if that's what it is for some of you, then that's what it is, especially if there are friends people that you're collaborating with, past lovers or new lovers that you can actually build a family business with or some sort of generational wealth with, they are kind of combined, okay? So the Ten of Swords is here. I didn't ask for it. It's at the bottom of the deck. I feel like whatever I just said about that building wealth and sharing and shit, this person could have deceived you in the past. Or for some of you, there could be rock bottom involved in the situation. We do have the Magician with the Four of Cups. So they didn't want a relationship then. For some of you, your manifestations may not have been working out. Others of you, you are manifesting more than enough. So just be mindful of that, because sometimes we can get bored and they could turn into gluttony. Since we were talking about being fat and being lazy and obsessive, just be mindful of that, what we create for ourselves or what we manifest out of boredom, okay? But someone could have been rejected in the past because someone was not committal. They didn't say that, they just never committed. So let me see what the Six of Swords is. Because I was just going to, I just wanted to pinpoint the Devil and the King of Coins, but we can do it. We can do it. I'm not mad at it. We got the Seven of Cups, so moving to calmer waters, avoiding confusion. Somebody was emotionally mixed up, and others of you, too many options, too much going on. Like whatever you were trying to do, trying to pinpoint how to start or hold it together. Because I know I'm a last leg track runner, right? Oh no, I'm not. I'm the first string. That's what it's called, because I did run track in high school. But because of my natal chart, because of whatever the fuck the case may be, my destiny was to overcome myself, and I've noticed it about myself. Like, I'm the starter. So maybe that's why I'm so successful at my business starter program. Maybe that's why I get more done in the beginning of the week, the beginning of the month, the beginning of the day. That's just my thing. But if you're gonna be a GOAT or all around player, and you know that you're better at starting things than finishing things, because 21 is about finishing, then you have to overcome all the things that may have binded us. And so some of you in business or finance may be realizing that, okay, or not. If it's kicking your ass, I just gave you some game, so you're welcome, and it was free. Now somebody's coming forward with an offer. I don't know like how serious it is. If anything, if it is serious, it is heartfelt, and the good thing is there's an attraction now. Like if there was not an attraction before, if there was somebody trying to offer you friendship or just want to do business with you, now I actually feel like I love you. Like now, all that I've been through and all the people that I met, and I'm not trying to speak for them, but I'm just using my genius and my IQ to say, how could somebody go from limiting what they wanted to do with you to now realizing I just love them, right? They don't want to stick you in a zone. So I think that that's cool now that I'm back on love and I keep trying to talk about business. The Queen of Wands is probably here to check me about that. And she is the best business person in this entire deck. I know some people say that it is the King of Cups, but they are insane. Okay, the Queen of Wands is definitely the entrepreneur of entrepreneurs. And I think the King of Wands will allow us to say that. Let's see what we have for the King of Swords. We have the World card, the Seven of Swords, and the Devil. Ooh. Ooh. Why do I say that? I feel that this is the general. This is a leader. You're being given the sword of authority, not only to slay the dragon, but to guide others. This is the one. You know what I'm saying? This is like somebody with a lot of badges of honor. So you outrank, and I did see the Hierophant for a little bit. Like outranking, and we being humble about it, but just outranking, you know, some, because you done leveled up. Now this is a new idea. This is precise, crisp focus, right? For some of you, and others of you, it's just communication from an ex or an air sign, or maybe even setting a healthy boundary and standing on 10, all right? Now the hangman was hanging, but the sword cut the rope down. So whatever was binding one to not be happy, to be in poor health, that changes, because now you're happy and content spiritually, and then physically coming into a lot of wealth. I think that that's super dope, because you persevered and you had the audacity to believe, because the fool does not keep baggage. All the things that happen, we want to let go of, and we still kind of standing strong, standing on 10 about something we believe in. Now for some of you, it is a soulmate, and you have not been in communication with this person, which is why I said it's unexpected in the first place. Now with the Tower and the Magician, this is like a thunderstorm, and I don't mean in a bad way. It's like if I was manifesting something from another realm and this was a movie, this is the thunderstorm before the motherfucker come through the realm. Okay, so it's like it's getting cloudy. You see the thunderbolts, and whatever it is about to zoop on over into the 3D from wherever it came from. Y'all done seen their movies, and it's right here crossing. It makes sense, okay, because you genetically have the capacity to do some shit like that as the divine child. The magician represents Mercury. It also represents an individual that has access to the other realms and spirit, or even be the agent of chaos that spirit is guiding somebody away from. We have to put some clarifiers. But I did tell you guys in the beginning that the 15 or the devil card is also connected to the magician, and I do like that, where the King of Swords, the magician and the devil represent this lucky individual that has the knowledge, the wisdom, and intelligence, as well as a spiritual connection to just be kind of like all that. I'm not going to even hold you. That's the best way I could say it without getting all boring. Now, others of you, there could have been like some, I was going to say there was some bad news, and my puppy started growling, so I don't know if that was the case. But for some of you, they may have broken up with someone in the past. There may have been some bad news or something like that. And they manifested you. You manifested them, because in this separation, y'all were still thinking about each other. If this is regarding a business, for some of you guys, it's just like this rag to riches sort of energy, or just being standing up for it, because this is like Joan of Arc, who will go up against anybody for what they believe in, as well as the like Peter Pan kind of vibe. So with the magician and the tower, this is just somebody that it doesn't take stability for you to be able to stand up. You can kind of walk on water and rocks, okay? 8 of Cups is 8 of Cups. I got the Wheel of Fortune. It's just your time, all right? You got 10s and you got 8s. You got 8, 8. That's, how did that even happen? You got 8, 8, 8, and 8. Okay, with the Page of Coins, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, so it's like, now look at that, the King of Swords. Now I think I want to, you know. Others of you, this could be your guides, the spirit of the earth. You know, I love Metatron, just taking everybody through the winter's past, and you've been on this journey, cutting cords and learning lessons and getting smarter and advancing intellectually, and now it's going to pay off in the physical. Look. Now it's going to pay off in the physical realm. So here's a new contract. Here's something that you don't see, which is physical. Now I got the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, I want to offer you something. The 5 of Pentacles may move into the 6 of Pentacles, but am I? Because remember the time, okay? Some of you, it's like you could have had a contract on your back, that you just were born into, that was unfortunate. Could have felt like a curse, and you've been released from that. So you may notice that things come to you easier now. You're happier now. Your health is better now. Things are moving forward now. Back then they didn't want you. Now you hot, they all on you type deal, because I moved you away from things and you had to go through things. But for some of you, it's like, because you're special, because you're divine, because you have the blood of archangels and ascended masters, whatever bullshit you were wrapped into, like generational curses or whatnot, somebody who cares a great deal about you, that is unhuman, came and swept you up. I will say that. Spirit be rocking with me. I be feeling like we're in Vegas and it's some fucking magic show or something. Because how are we here? But you got the 10 of Cups. And you got the 2 of Cups, and I like this. So whether this is you in spirit about to ball hard and heavy, baby, or you and this person or a new person are about to like fall in love, and this is your happily ever after is on the way. I say this because you had 9 of Cups up here, and it's like, I want to bring you this cup. Well, first of all, in the environment was 8 of Cups. Then coming into the situation of what we even talking about, how it moves to the 9 of Cups in the first place. And that 9 Cups comes in this additional cup to where we get our 10 Cups. And it's like, that's why the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups is at the end. Now, for some of you, this is the outcome and advice, but you know how I roll. For others of you, this is the near future. Now, if there is some bullshit, right? Because if you ask me why I do this, don't even worry about it. I'm just right. But if it is some bullshit, I feel that someone, you are manifesting. Say, hey, could you guys cut it out? You are manifesting balance and harmony into your life, not only because you're amazing, but because you have a higher power helping you do so. Some others are seeing this happen for you and trying to spin the block, and it's like, are you going to let them? Because in that instance of some toxicalities, these 10 cups represent all the cords and connections and all the lifetimes and all the soulmates that you could be being tested on. Because some of y'all ain't even went through a lot of this. So if you're being tested to see if you're going to hold your ground, have self-love, and defend yourself, if this is some sort of initiation into a higher realm, like this is what you incarnated to come down here and do, that feels like some sort of generational curse, right? Because that's what you, when you was born and you came down here, that's what everybody was calling it. So now that's what you think it is. But really it was just like your script or whatever. So it's like, are you gonna stay wrapped up in this for love? Or, you know, set healthy boundaries, cut cords, and be like amazing? I don't know. And I ain't trying to be funny, but it's no coincidence. I don't think these people got piss poor personalities. Why? Like some people who choose to be whatever their magnificence is, they don't always marry. But then I don't get toxic and believing that's the only way, because I do see people that reach the top of their spiritual journey and they have gotten married, but then at the same time, I ain't gonna hold you, those are the same people we call contractual marriages that we don't even believe love each other. So that is what I have, honey. I do hope that it helps. Until next time.